Just gets back to the key forwards. I think that was the difference between the two sides. Of course, North Melbourne had Carey and Longmire firing, and Richmond, whilst they got the ball in their 50-metre arc, I would have thought as many times as North Melbourne, they just couldn't quite convert. All year the Tigers have relied on the likes of Daffy and Naish, and to a lesser extent Maxfield, to kick the goals for them, and whilst they got one or two, they didn't quite combine with the same efficiency as they had in the past. Jurica was sadly beaten by Mick Martin. He'll get better, obviously. He's only a young guy, and I think Ian Fairley had the better of Brendan Gale, although Brendan Gale certainly had his patches. But I think the post-mortem should reflect just what a great job that North Melbourne did in the centre of the ground, despite losing one of their keys in Anthony Stevens not so long ago. They all stepped up, took that extra step forward, in particular Robert Scott, who eclipsed Matthew Knights after Knights just got away from him early in the piece. And there you see two of them players combining. John Blakey's been a great player for North Melbourne since crossing over, and he got a couple of goals on the board, which certainly does improve your standing as a midfielder. But when you look at it, Richmond, they've had a great season. Their season isn't over yet. They can come back, but they're just going to have to find somehow kicking more goals. But when it's all said and done, Carey's impact on this game couldn't be understated. He started on Bullis, and in fact he was probably fairly quiet in the first quarter, but then in a 15-minute spell he just unleashed some awesome football, which totally changed the game around and just stamped himself on another final series.
I thought McKernan was very good in the second half too, Jared.